Hello Gemini, my name is Jason. This is your mid-month tarot reading for March 2019, so basically the second half of March. It's a general tarot reading, so it could be about love, career, projects, thoughts at the forefront of your mind. If it's resonating for you, or if it's not resonating, check out my readings for your rising sign and your moon signs. I'm pretty sure one of those will hit fairly strongly for you. But for now, okay, you go into the month Gemini, or the second half of the month of March, with the Three of Cups. So the Three of Cups is a card of celebration. But what I'm feeling here is that perhaps not all the I's are dotted and T's crossed as yet. And there could also be, I'm just feeling that there could be, perhaps you're not all on the same page. So whatever you're celebrating, that's all well and good, but perhaps the work's not done yet. Have a look at the fruit still on the ground there below these people while they're celebrating. Now, there could be sort of a bit of politics involved here, so maybe everyone's not genuine. So I'm seeing the lady in the red has her hand sort of on the back side of the lady in the white there. So perhaps they've got something going on. But the one in the yellow, if you have a look at her, she's holding something behind her back as well. So perhaps a piece of the profits or something like that. Okay, that's just for some of you, but generally it's looking like a card of celebration for what you've achieved. Even though I'm thinking that all the work's not done yet, you're feeling in the right space to make the most of the results so far. Okay, now in the challenge position, you have the Moon card. So the Moon card does talk about some kind of deception and mystery, okay, which you might not even know about it yet. So you know how they say you don't know what you don't know? That's what I'm feeling here. So I'm thinking that some secrets might be coming out eventually, and it could have to do with this teamwork celebration where you're not all on the same page. Okay, now I'm also seeing the lobster or the crab here trying to climb out of the deep dark and move up past those animals up the path. So perhaps there's some kind of promotion or moving up to the next level that you're trying to get to somehow. And because it's being done in the moonlight, perhaps there are a couple of people that you might be keeping this either quiet from or like almost like a secret from. You're not advertising this outright, Gemini. Okay, so perhaps you're making some moves to advance yourself, but there are a few people that you don't want to know about this yet. Perhaps some competition, or perhaps there is, as I say, some kind of office politics at play here. Okay, all right, in your hopes and fears position, okay, you have the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is a card of betrayal. Okay, so I'm feeling you know about this, or you suspect that someone is not being honest in this group, okay, or you're not getting the whole truth somehow. So I'm not feeling this is necessarily the truth. It's just a hope or a fear, remember. So it's a fear that someone's not doing the right thing, right? And that might be somehow interfering with the way you are responding. Are you perhaps going for like some kind of a promotion or some kind of a project, but it's like you've put your application in, but the job's already gone to someone else, that kind of thing I'm feeling? It's already been predetermined, and so you might be feeling that you've done all this work or all this preparation for nothing, for something which was sort of already decided anyway. So what a horrible feeling. But again, it's just a fear. It's just a thought, a suspicion that you have. But because it's with this Moon card here, and remember I picked up this sort of not everyone on the same page and hands behind the back kind of energy here, we'll see how it goes. In the best attitude position, you have the King of Swords, right? The King of Swords is straight up and down, no nonsense. So the King of Swords is very honest. They make clear decisions, and they play by the rules. Whenever I think of a swords energy, and especially the King of Swords, I think of like government departments, very objective, down the line, dispassionate, that kind of thing. And so with this card in your best attitude position, Gemini, I'm getting the idea that that's how the way you should play this. So other people might not be up front, but the King of Swords is up front and straightforward. He's not afraid to speak his mind, tell it like it is, just the truth. The truth will always win out. That's what the King of Swords tells me. And because that's in your best attitude position, rise above it. Rise above all the deception and mystery. You have nothing to hide, Gemini, okay? Yeah. Okay, in the outcome position, you have the Devil card. Now, the Devil card talks about codependence, talks about fear. Okay, so perhaps at the end of this process, whatever's going on there is some dishonesty. I'm really feeling that there's just a fear of dishonesty, a fear of not getting the truth somehow. Now, we'll have to clarify this in the outcome position, but generally the Devil card it's really a self-imposed kind of energy, whether you've decided that, yeah, you could be drinking too much coffee, but because it's in the outcome position, I'm feeling that there's some situation you've got yourself into, and it might even just be stuff going around in your head which doesn't really belong there. But we'll have a look, we'll clarify here, and we'll try and get to the bottom of this, Gemini, because it looks like there could be some deceptive energies around you. And again, I'm thinking just office politics. I'm not thinking this is nasty, but people might be out for themselves somehow. It could be your energy. Perhaps you're hiding something. So have you got something to hide? Is this you trying to get up the path by night when no one's watching? We'll have a look here and find out. Okay, so why is the Three of Cups here for Gemini mid-March 2019? Why is the Three of Cups here? Okay, the King of Pentacles. Okay, so the Three of Cups clarified by the King of Pentacles. All right, so I did talk about some feeling of deception here, but even if that is the case, you're still, I'm finding you're celebrating quite a financial windfall. Okay, so the King of Pentacles talks about having a good business sense, having plenty of money, having a sense of status, probably self-employed, and real, as I say, business sense. So I'm thinking here that you probably are just celebrating like a new contract or something that you've really achieved in the workplace, which has increased your money somehow. Okay, or if it hasn't, you might be working on that right now. And generally, the King of Pentacles sees the long-term benefits of things. So perhaps this project has culminated in this abundance now that you're feeling, even though there's probably been some difficult relationships during this ordeal or this project, this thing, which whatever was going on, you finally got to the finish line, or you're nearly there, but some relationships have been tested, workplace relationships or that kind of thing, I'm thinking. But it's all looking okay there now. Let's have a look now. Why is the Moon card here? Please clarify the Moon card. Actually, I'm shuffling the wrong deck. I'll use these ones. Okay, so please clarify the Moon card for Gemini mid-March 2019. Why is the Moon card here? And you have the Ace of Swords. All right, so you've got this mystery here, this unknown, okay? And then along comes this Ace of Swords. So some secret's going to come out, and it's like a truth, okay? So here's your secret, and finally, whoosh, this is going to clear things up for you, all right? It's from the universe. It's a gift from the universe, this Ace of Swords. It allows you a new start with this new clarity you have. So you're going from this and then bang, it's almost like an epiphany. Something's going to happen in your mind and it's just going to click and you're going to say, oh, now I get it. And it's really just going to be like that. Perhaps you'll be laying there at night or washing the dishes or something, and then the answer will come to you and you go, oh, I get it now. Now the answers, it's all fitting together. And so it's looking like a good moment of clarity for you, which you need to be able to capitalize on. Now, what's this about? What's this Ace of Swords about in the challenge position? So something's going to come out which is going to clear things up for you, but it's going to challenge you. So there's going to be a challenge there for you to work on. Just give us an indication. Why is the Ace of Swords clarifying the Moon card for Gemini? Why are they here? You have the Four of Swords. Okay, so more swords. You've got a few swords here. Okay, so the swords, the Four of Swords is about rest and reflection, meditation, maybe taking a break after a bit of hard work. So perhaps you've just come through a really busy spell and now you're being able to just take a rest and see where things are at. Okay, now I'm getting the feeling that you want to keep going. You want to strike while the iron's hot. Okay, and your challenge here, because this card's in the challenge position, is to say now that you have this clarity, perhaps wait for events to unfold. Wait for this information to fall into place for you, okay? So we've got this strange situation where you've got this Ace of Swords, which will usually tell you, yes, okay, take advantage of this opportunity and go. But then you've got it clarified by the Four of Swords, which is saying, okay, rest or not rest or meditate. But if you're a meditator, if you're into meditation, that's what I'm getting there is really just give yourself some time to sit back. And I'm thinking that you're not sure which way you want to go here, Gemini. So just give yourself some quiet space and some meditation and something will come to you, okay? And there's a fair bit of mystery in here, but the answers will come. The answers are within you already, and clarity will come. This clarity here, this Ace of Swords, all right, that's what you're looking for there. And as I say, you might be just daydreaming washing the dishes, for example, and something will come. Okay, but try and really ask. So when you're in meditation, or even if you're not in meditation, just really ask, what's the next step for me? What's the next way to respond to this information which has just come out? And the answer will come. Now, Ten of Swords. Okay, you're a bit worried about this sense of betrayal here, a sense of things not working, people talking behind your back. Why is the Ten of Swords here? Remember, it's only hopes and fears. It's not the real world. Okay. You have the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, the Nine of Pentacles is a card of independence. It's a card of standing on your own 2 feet. Okay, so there's an opportunity coming here which is going to allow you to stand on your own 2 feet with this clarity here. You're going to be very confident with what you say, and you'll have the evidence or the information to back up whatever you want here. But this is your goal by the looks of it. This is where you really want to head to. This, whatever you're doing, whatever this King of Pentacles thing here was, it was to give you some kind of independence, all right? Maybe a pay rise. So again, I'm feeling this hierarchy, this office politics almost. Let's have a look. Why is the King of Swords here in the best attitude position? So remember, we said that there's a bit of deception around you and some mystery around you. People not giving the whole truth. but you are being advised here to play it straight. Okay, play it straight, speak your truth, live your truth. You've got nothing to hide, nothing to prove. All right, this guy's the king. Take that attitude. Your truth is good enough, Gemini. Now, why is the King of Swords here in the best attitude? Please clarify the King of Swords. Okay, and you have the Three of Pentacles. All right, so you are going to have to work with other people. And I'm feeling this is okay, because I'm feeling you're going to be in charge here. You're going to be saying it like it is. So you have the truth and the power. You have the power of the truth. Sorry. Okay, so you are the King of Swords here, and there's some work which needs to be done. I'm feeling a sense of leadership. Okay, so you might be taking the leadership, take the lead somehow, lead by example, this group. Okay, so you've got a couple of threes here, Three of Pentacles, and I'm feeling that's, yeah, look, okay, show leadership, okay, show leadership through the truth, rise above all that gossip. People are going to see that you are rising above the gossip, Gemini, and it's really going to work for you, okay? Now, you have in your outcome the devil energy here, okay? So it can be fear, it can be your fear, or it can be perhaps you're being intimidated by someone, or is there a relationship at work and it's very close and you might have to separate yourself from this person to be able to make objective decisions. So whatever this rise in status is that you're going for, it looks like you're going to have to dissociate yourself from someone who might be a little close to you, or if you're not dissociating yourself from them, you're going to have to draw a line between your relationship and the workplace. Show no favourites. Again, on this office politics thing happening here. Yeah, no favourites, Gemini. All right, let's have a look here. Why is the Devil card here for Gemini for mid-March 2019? And you have the Five of Rods. Okay, yeah, look, the Five of Rods clarifies the Devil card. So there could be some egos, fighting, clashing. It's not big stuff. Again, I keep talking about like office politics or something like that, you know, gossip. Because also the devil is quite often about ego, all right, and not being able to let go of something. Just like this devil here, he's got these people here chained up. Okay, so try not to be imprisoned by your ego somehow, which is what is happening here. You've got all this conflict and people squabbling over stuff. I'd really like to see, again, it's going to be up to you to take the lead, and if you can't sort of get a grip on that, or if you can't separate your relationships at work from the job that you have to do, then you might end up with this energy here, Gemini. Again, it's not a negative reading. It's just basically asking you to play it straight. Okay, and that's really all I'm getting here. Play it straight. There's always going to be people with secrets and knowing things that you don't know. Let's have a look. One more. What's the Five of Rods here? Please clarify the Five of Rods for Gemini. What's all this about? Okay, well, okay, Six of Swords. Someone's going to be walking away from this. They're just going to say, this conflict is too much. I'm out of here. All right, that might be you. You might just be going, nah, look, I thought I wanted this role, but there's too much squabbling. Okay, there's too much deception here. I'm not sure this is a happy fit for me. So you might be pulling out of the race, or you might be just leaving the whole institution. That's what I'm feeling there. Or if it's a love thing, if all this has been about love, then it's looking like you might be thinking, oh, look, enough's enough. I've had too much. It's too much work to continue with this. So look, again, not a bad reading. I think there's just a bit of it. It's only for a couple of weeks, this whole energy here. Please let me know, Gemini, if this is resonating for you somehow, or any details you like. Please like and subscribe, and please leave me a comment, and hopefully catch you in a couple of weeks. Thanks for watching.